It's an accident and it's tragic, and I think that there's a lesson to be learned here.
And that lesson is simple. Get educated on life jacket safety and requirements to avoid tragic situations like the one on Houghton Lake this Memorial Day. In the state of Michigan, there are two things that apply when it comes to life jacket wear. One, there must be life jackets on the vessel for every person on board.
The PFD, the life jacket, has to be size and type to fit. So if you have kids on board, you have to have kids' life jackets on board and available.
And speaking of kids, that's where the other major law comes into play.
Any child under 6 who's on board a vessel underway who is not inside a cabin or below decks would be required to wear a PFD.
So what happens if boaters don't follow the rules? The Coast Guard says it's different depending on who is patrolling the waters.
Depending on the circumstances, the penalty assessed by a hearing officer, it can be anywhere from a warning for a minor infraction up to potentially a $200 civil penalty assessment.
But the DNR Marine Patrol can go further. They can issue up to a $500 fine and charge boat operators with a criminal violation, a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail.
The laws that we have right now, as far as the requirements are concerned, are what they are. People today are not, especially in the boating community, are not that receptive to additional regulations.
People may not be receptive to change, but is it necessary? We asked boaters if the laws should be taken further, like requiring everyone, even adults, to wear a life jacket at all times.
I don't think that everybody on board should wear a life jacket. I mean, boating is pleasurable, it's safe. I mean, if you're out in 10-foot waves, that might be a little bit different.
Just being in the boat, as long as you have life jackets handy, have your throwable device, reachable to where you could toss it to somebody in the water should they fall in, I think you're okay.
But Commander Bozzella from the U.S. Coast Guard disagrees. He advises everyone to wear a life jacket out on the water.
Sometimes things out of your control happen,